And now your WCDX Pinpoint Weather with meteorologist Jordan Dressman.
A few showers across the Tennessee Valley. Most of that activity felt very early this morning. Odds are better than not while you were asleep. As we got into the second half of the morning and then through the course of the afternoon, now we're getting into the evening. Pinpoint Viper has looked nice and quiet. Generally speaking, rain totals have been on the lower end of things, right around 1/10 of an inch for basically everybody I-65 and then points west. Now, those rain totals do increase just a little bit as we get across northeast Alabama. Look at this. Scottsboro has seen almost 1/2 inch of rain. 2/10 of an inch have fallen in both Fort Payne and Albertville. We did see just a few peaks of sunshine as we got into the second half of the afternoon, and that helped us make a last-minute push, allowing almost everybody across the Tennessee Valley to push their way into the lower 70s. 71 was the high today at the Huntsville International Airport. We saw 72 down in Coleman and then over in Scottsboro. Good evening. They also saw a high of 72 degrees. Temperatures will be slow to fall off at first as we go throughout the rest of the evening. By 8 o'clock, 66 degrees, 60 by 10 p.m. I do expect we're going to hold on to a fair amount of cloud cover, and once we get past that 10 o'clock hour, I also think we could see a little bit of patchy fog develop. So that's something you're going to want to be mindful of if you do have any early Saturday morning plans. Speaking of early Saturday morning, we're going to start the day in the low and mid 50s, right around 54 degrees, though we are going to do a great job at warming up. 79 is the official forecast high, and I am throwing in the opportunity of a few afternoon showers. But look at Sunday. We're going to start even warmer in the lower 60s, and we're going to finish in the lower 80s. Once again, I do have the opportunity for a passing shower Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. Now, if we do see 80 degrees, it would be the first time we've seen 80 since October 28th at the Huntsville International Airport, and it would be the first time we've seen 80 degrees in Muscle Shoals since October 30th of 2018. Here's Futurecast, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. A fair amount of cloud cover across the Tennessee Valley. We'll hold on to those clouds even as we get into the early part of the afternoon through the course of the evening. But watch what happens as we get into the early part of the overnight. You can see a few showers pushing their way into Lauderdale. Colbert County is even down around Coleman County. This shower activity is going to continue to march its way east. The vast majority of this activity is going to fall while you're asleep. 1:45, 2 o'clock early Sunday morning. We are talking about some heavier bands of precipitation, maybe a little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning. None of this activity looks like it's going to be severe. We clear out as we go throughout the rest of Sunday afternoon. Getting into Sunday evening, you can see another line of shower activity beginning to push its way into the Tennessee Valley. Now, this line we are mildly concerned with, and the Storm Prediction Center has gone ahead and put almost the entire Tennessee Valley under a slight risk for severe weather. The biggest threat there would be damaging winds. The exception, Jackson, DeKalb, and Marshall counties. Right now, they only sit under that marginal risk for severe weather. Now, there are still a lot of questions hanging out with that threat for severe weather, so you'll definitely want to stick with us over the next couple of days as I continue to hammer out that forecast. Have a good look at the next 7 days. We're going to continue this warming trend. Sunday isn't the only day I have 80 degrees in the forecast, so maybe we're finally beginning to warm up just a little bit, finally feeling a little like spring, though keep in mind this is above average and it's April. We can still have some cold days.
Yeah, I do like the 80s though.
80s are nice, but it is going to be humid the next couple of days, so you're going to have to fight with that.
A good looking week nonetheless.